At least there was some sunshine this afternoon, but cool temperatures. And now that we've seen the sun set, the temperatures are falling off very quickly around the region. And by the time we go through tomorrow morning, some areas could see some frost. So we do have advisories to tell you about, and also some watches over the next day or so. Freeze watches are in effect for the counties in the darker blue color on your screen. That's Pocahontas and Greenbrier. Now, both shades of blue have frost advisories until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, which includes southeastern Fayette County, also Nicholas, Pocahontas, and Greenbrier County. So both shades of blue again with frost advisories through tonight. Freeze watches for tomorrow night and into Friday morning for areas in Pocahontas and Greenbrier County. Route 460 in Ambrose looking pretty good in terms of the traffic flow. There's not much to look at as we look back towards the interstate. People are certainly probably inside with a blanket or hot chocolate or coffee or things like that. Current conditions in Bluefield, meanwhile, at the Mercer County Airport, 49 degrees and clear. The relative humidity is 74%, so we have another few degrees to go before we reach close or even get close to where the dew point is. Barometer sitting at 30-31, so very high as high pressure is in charge of our weather. Winds out of the northeast at 3, bringing us that cool air from our friends up in Canada. Sunset time this evening before 7 o'clock. Sunrise time tomorrow morning about 7:30. 46 at the Beckley Airport, 68 in Charlotte. So this is where the warmer air is. The front has gotten a little ways to the south of Charlotte at this point, down towards the Carolina coast, but it hasn't quite given them the cool air that we're seeing here in West Virginia. 61 in D.C., 60 in New York, 54 in Cleveland, 56 in Chicago, 62 in St. Louis, 57 in Indianapolis. A lot of places have either freeze warnings or freeze watches or frost advisories, especially in the northern tier states, basically Great Lakes all the way over to the New England states and down into our neck of the woods. We're seeing freeze watches, frost advisories, you name it pretty much. As we go through the next day or so, we're going to continue to see pretty chilly temperatures all around this part of the country. Upcoming weather pattern, it's clear as we go through our Friday evening. Of course, that means Fabulous Football Friday looking pretty good, but third and fourth quarter, you want to have a jacket or perhaps a blanket or something like that, as it is going to drop off pretty nicely. Now, the upcoming weather pattern also shows a few showers over West Virginia on Saturday afternoon and into Sunday afternoon. Why is that? Because a low is expected to form along the Carolina coast and push off to the north and eventually northeast. That's going to give us a chance for some showers in the eastern portion of the state. I think it's confined to the eastern panhandle and back into Old Virginia, but some of those showers could make their way into our region. It's something that we'll be tracking for you as we go through the weekend. Meteorologist Tanner Beam will be with you on Saturday and again Sunday. Highs tomorrow, starting off very chilly, you'll notice that, and we're going to continue to see those temperatures rise up to the lower to middle 60s as we go through the day tomorrow. As we see Beckley topping out 65, Bluefield 62, Lewisburg, where we go hour by hour, dropping into the upper 30s at first and rising up to the lower to middle 60s by the time we finish it off. 7-day forecast, high temperatures, well, they'll be sitting in the mid to upper 60s and eventually right around 70 as we end things off. Morning frost and freeze in the northeast on Friday morning, slightly warmer as we go through our weekend. That's your weather. More news and sports comes up in just a couple of minutes.